The classic question, how much is enough? How much do we need? How much money do we need? How big of a house do we need? How many cars do we need? How much jewelry do we need? And yes, it's important to be successful and we want a nice lifestyle and we want all of these things, but the age-old question, at what cost? What is it worth to us? So I simply want to share a really quick story called The Fisherman and the Businessman. A businessman vacationing in a small coastal village meets a fisherman sitting by his boat, enjoying the afternoon sun. Curious, the businessman asks how long the fisherman works each day. Not long enough, the fisherman replies, just enough to catch what I need. Then I spend time with my wife and children, enjoy good meals, take long walks, and play music with my friends. The businessman sees an opportunity. If you fished more, you could earn extra money, he suggests. Then you could buy a bigger boat, hire a crew, and expand your business. In a few years, you could own a whole fleet, make millions, and maybe even take your company public. The fisherman, unfazed, asks, and then what? Then, says the businessman, smiling, you could retire, move to a quiet village, fish a little, spend time with your family, eat good food, and enjoy the simple life. The fisherman chuckles, but that's what I'm doing now. So, what is the moral of that story? We often convince ourselves that happiness lies on the other side of achievement, wealth, or status. That if we just do a little more, earn a little more, strive a little harder, then we'll finally get to enjoy our lives. But what if the life we're working so hard for is already within reach? This story is a gentle reminder to check in with ourselves. Are we chasing a dream that's quietly available to us right now? Are we measuring success in money or in moments? Are we trading presence for progress? Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with ambition or building something meaningful, but when the end goal is peace, joy, connection, or freedom, it's worth asking if those things are actually tied to the grind, or if they're waiting patiently in the life we already have. Of course, this might sound too simple. In a world that celebrates hustle, ambition, and achievement, the idea of slowing down or choosing enough can feel unrealistic or even irresponsible and lazy. And yes, we do want nice things. There's nothing wrong with dreaming bigger, enjoying the fruits of our labour, or striving for a better life. But it's worth pausing to ask, how much is enough, and what are we willing to trade for it? Because at some point, the pursuit of more can start costing us the very things that matter most: time with our family, our health, our peace of mind. The constant striving can keep us so focused on the future that we miss the joy of the present. So maybe the real question isn't how do I get more, but rather what do I actually need to feel fulfilled, and am I already closer than I think? This week, consider what enough looks like for you, not in terms of income or possessions, but in terms of enjoyment, meaning, joy, and connection. You might be surprised by how rich your life already is.